Yeah, that's what I think. Let me tell you. Yeah, tremendous. Believe me. We have to take out their families. Oh, we're gonna bring back torture. It's gonna be tremendous. Believe me. Let me just tell you. We have to keep wages low. We have to keep wages low. I make deals. I make the best deals. It's tremendous. Believe me. Nobody negotiates like Trump. Tremendous. All right. My proposal is $1 million an episode. Okay. 700,000? 400,000? Yeah, maybe like, 100,000? 70,000? I always negotiate deals. Tremendous deal. My dick is huge. It's gigantic. Believe me, I don't have a problem down there. Believe me. Man, let me get a Diet Coke. Tremendous. Believe me. Sure, sounds good. I'm gonna go play golf. I'm gonna get radical Islamic terrorism. Say it with me, folks. Radical Islamic terrorism. They're one of our radical Islamic terrorists, so it's okay, folks. As long as they're on our team, they can be radical Islamists. Fine with me. See, there was a second attempt. There was only one attempt. There was a mistake. We set a date. Now, we not set that date, but we would have had one time. What we did was we started off and it changed until 3 or 4 days ago when it got passed. But we set a date. And when we didn't vote, everyone said, Trump fails with healthcare. The thing that surprised me is, I said, I'm not stopping. And everybody, not one person, said that was going to pass. Which was sort of surprising to me. Nobody thought it was going to pass. Everyone said, and I'd go to Vice President Mike Pence, I said, remember I said they're talking like we don't have a chance of passing. I'll tell you. It was a great thing. It was a great process because those 200 plus people in Congress, I got to know almost every one of them. And I developed a bond with many of them that you can only develop under fire. And it was a great thing. And again, somebody wrote an article where they said this is one of the greatest learning experiences is because Donald Trump has got to know I was with them for 18 hours a day, calling. Yeah, I spoke to the Freedom Caucus, and some of the people in the Freedom Caucus are with us. Some of them are not. Sad. Let me tell you, we're going to do a tremendous bill. It's going to be incredible, believe me. Let me just tell you. Tremendous. I'm not going to cut Medicare, not going to cut Social Security, not going to cut Medicaid. I made that argument first. Sad. My dick is huge. It's gigantic. Fake news. Fake news. This is fake news. I made some phone calls. There was a second attempt. There was only one attempt, but there was a mistake. We set a date. Now, we had not set that date, but one time what we did was we started off, and until 3 or 4 days ago, when it got passed, we set a date. And I've been doing this, in all fairness. When I first came into the office, the first night, you weren't here, but they say, sir, we're ready to go. I said, where? They had some people in a certain country, Yemen, where they had them surveilled and they needed to go ahead to kill them. But in other words, they wanted the right to go. So they're telling me this, and this happened for 2, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, and they kept coming to me at weird times. I don't care about that. And they're in the parts of the world that the most people have never even heard about. They were in cities that nobody ever heard about, or towns, and in some cases they're ISIS or Al-Qaeda. And so they say, sir, we have a situation we'd like to be able to go, and they tell me what? Then after about 4 or 5 weeks, I said, wait a minute. By the time they get to me, and I get back to them, usually it's over anyway. It's gone. They're gone. They couldn't fire. Under the Obama administration, they get back to them 3 or 4 weeks later, and they say, it's okay to go. They say, okay, go. They left 3 weeks ago. So I say to myself, I'm a believer in professionals. These people over there, whether it's in Iraq or in Yemen or anywhere, Libya, they went to West Point or wherever, Annapolis. They went to Air Force Academy. I said to the general, how good the lieutenants, the captains, their majors, their colonels, their professionals, they love doing it. They know every inch of the territory, right? I say, why am I telling them? So I authorize the generals to do the fighting. I make the best deals. Tremendous, believe me. Go ahead. We gotta get away from over there. Why are we doing stupid wars? We did a stupid war in Iraq. We did a stupid war in Afghanistan. We gotta bring the troops home. We gotta rebuild here. We gotta spend our resources here. Tremendous. You know what's interesting? I'm getting very good marks in foreign policy. People would not think of me in that light. I'm just saying, and you read the same things I read. I'm getting A's and I'm getting A pluses on foreign policy, and nobody thought about it. Oh, I get A's, I get A pluses. It's tremendous, believe me.